G'day mateys, it is the Down Under Entrepreneur here, and as you can see by the grin on my dial, I have just been thrifting again. I've found some absolute little gold gems today. Super pumped about it. So before I walk through those with you guys, as always, if you're enjoying the content here on the channel, smash that subscribe button, drop this video a like, and leave your thoughts, suggestions. You know, obviously you've been thrifting lately and you found an absolute gem of a find, and let us know about it down in the comments below. So apart from that, guys, let's get into it. So what I've done is I've actually used the XC currency converter app based on today's live market currency rates. I've converted everything into US dollars, so bear with me, let's get into it. The first thing I grabbed was this here. I got it because it was in the original box, and based on the box, there's no actual brand name or anything I can find anywhere on it, but based on the box, you know, and the wear and tear and the aging, I'd say it's possibly a vintage. But what it is it is a solid brass like rose tea light candle holder. It's quite nice. So based on the comps online, I can get up to probably just over 30 bucks for one of those based on sold comps. Because obviously, remember guys, that's what you need to be looking at before you grab this stuff, is what has sold. You know, obviously with something like this, the market was kind of all over the place. There were some that were like 10 bucks, then there's some that sold for 15, 20, so it was literally all over the place. There's something like this, I'll probably just put up, take some good photos of it, clean it up, make it look nice and smick. I'll put some photos up and put it on an auction. And then let the market decide. Obviously I'll run off the lowest price of about 10 bucks as a starting bid, and then I'll see where the market ends up on it. You know, if it goes up to 30 bucks or more, happy days. If I only get one bid for 10 bucks, then I get one bid for 10 bucks, because at the end of the day it only cost me $1.30. So $1.30, potentially make 30. Pretty good investment. So we'll put him away. Now the next one, now I spoke about these before, guys. So if you're buying beer glasses, buy anything that is branded, especially if it's a big well-known global brand. You know, Heineken's a big one, Budweiser, you know, etc. But obviously got this bad boy. I don't know if you can see that really well, but it's Kirin. Alright, by Australian standards, I believe that's what we would call a schooner glass. So it's like a schooner, and then a pint, and then you go into, it's like an imperial pint or some shit, which is like basically a keg. That's, you know, when you want a death by beer, I suppose. But so all up, that one cost me 50 cents. Potentially, now I know I've personally sold glasses similar to that before for in the ballpark of about 12 bucks plus $10 shipping, so about 22 bucks all up. So just mine it without shipping included. That particular brand is selling for up to about $16. Not bad for a 50-cent investment. Pretty good. So the next one, and this is probably the crown jewel of the haul. 25th anniversary, Hello Kitty riding a unicorn. You can't get any more beautiful than that. Vintage. It is over 20 odd years old, this glass. What did I pay for this one? About $1, about 95 cents to $1. For similar items, I didn't find this exact glass, but for similar products, have sold for up to $64. $64. $64. Put it in the bank, you're going to get 2%. Share market, 8 to 12%. We're talking about like a 65,000% or 6,500% return on investment or something here. It's huge, guys, huge. Like Hello Kitty all day, every day. So one thing I will say about this one though, the shop that I've been in, when you come in, if you're doing thrifting in Taiwan, and I'm not saying every shop's going to be the same, because I did visit a new one. It was actually quite clean and well set up, but it was in a bit more of a ritzier upmarket part of town, whereas this one's kind of, you go down a couple little back streets and back alleys and da-da-da. It's just sort of like in the middle of nowhere. But this place, it's kind of like a garage sale, I suppose, is the best way I can describe it. And they literally just have boxes and boxes of stuff, and they've just dragged them out of their shop, and they literally just stacked them on top of each other. If you're prepared to do the work and spend the time, and yeah, there's like one like oscillating fan in the whole shop, so it's sweltering hot in there. I'm sweating my ass off. But if you're prepared to stay there, like endure the uncomfortableness and dig through these boxes, you are going to find gold. Guarantee you. That glass there, do you know what I mean? Like even on the low end for products similar, it's like a resale of 20 bucks up to 64. Like you can't not win with a glass like that. But obviously it's dusty. I mean, I've literally just gotten home. I've got to go down. I've got to clean them all up and, you know, photograph and list later. But you can't not win with that product. You've just got to be prepared to do that little bit of work to actually find it. You know, if you walk in, you just have a look at the stuff on the top, then, you know, I tell you now, because everybody looks at just the stuff on the top and then they move on. So the top's already been picked clean, guys, especially if there's other pickers and thrifters and all that sort of stuff like that, and resellers. So if you're prepared to do the work and go through all those boxes on the bottom, you'll find the gold, guaranteed 100% of the time. So I think that one was in a box that was about 2 or 3 down in the pile, right? And I didn't even get to the bottom. I saw that one, I got excited, and I didn't even bother looking at the rest. So so the next one, and this one was just randomly hanging there, caught my eye. Again, this is a bit of a payday, but Hello Kitty bag. It's like a handbag or a travel bag or something like that. All right, but similar products. You know, selling for up to like $51.50. Similar items. The lowest is like 10 bucks. Cost me $1. Hello Kitty all day, every day. Take it to the bank. Okay. Now the other thing to really look out for, especially here in Asia, guys, is Hello Kitty is, I would probably put it up there as one of the most knocked off products around. Literally, I think it was in the last video where I found the Hello Kitty makeup bags, but literally on the same shelf, about 3 or 4 products down, there was a purse, and it had like the Hello Kitty pictures all over it. And I was like, oh my god, I got like super excited, and I grabbed it, and I pulled it out, and I looked at it, and it's got Hello Cat. Literally, it says Hello Cat. So this is a cheap Chinese knockoff, guys, so be wary. If you are going to look at like reselling anything like Hello Kitty, make sure it's got the authentic Sanrio like licensee tags and stuff on it. Yeah, generally if it's got Hello Kitty written on it, it's got the right pictures and whatnot, it should be a licensed product. But other things to look out for are like these little things here. You find them on like a lot of Disney products and whatnot here. If it's like a genuine licensee for like the merchandise, they'll have the authentic Sanrio or Disney like little metallic seals of like authenticity and approval on them. So, you know, look out for that stuff. It is important. It'll also help add to your resale value. But because this one's got original tags on it, Do you know what I mean? Like low end $10, high end $50. Like we should be able to hit at least somewhere in the middle. Dollar investment. Happy days. And this one here as well, what you'll find in a lot of thrift shops, I know they do it in places in like America and across Europe, if they've just got like what's perceived as a lot of junk piling up, they'll just grab like 5, 10, 15, 20 items, and they'll just throw it all in a bag. They'll put like a rubber band around the top, and they'll just put like a super cheap price on it and just throw it out there. The reality is 90% of that shit is junk. But do you know what I mean? Like obviously as you progress, and I'm still learning, but as you get more experienced with the particular niche that you're hunting for, you'll be able to look and you'll be able to go, oh, okay, that's worth money, that's worth it, right? And obviously you've got your eBay app on your phone. Use it, look up sold comps, and that's important. It has to be sold comps, not what's listed, but sold. Because if there's no sold comps, there's no point grabbing it, because maybe the market just doesn't want it. But if it's selling, then it's worth jumping on. But I grabbed these little bad boys. They were all, just random bag, right? Had a rubber band around the top, like so. 50 NTD. Have a closer look. What do we have? Vintage, 1999. So guys, anything that's 20 years or older is vintage. Okay, it has to be 20 years or older. So we're in 2019 now, so anything from 1999 or earlier is vintage. All right. Snoopy World Tour figures. Apparently there's like 28 or 30 of these in a set, all different countries. I've got 5 different countries here. It was almost 6, but somebody like threw this in there. Again, it's like another old McDonald's toy. That's a newer one though. What is that? That's a 2005, so it's not quite vintage, but it's nearly there. I mean, it's still probably worth something anyway, but it's a whole bag, 50 NTD or $1.60. Now these little bad boys here, on the low end of the sold comps, sell for $1.42. So if I sell all 5 for $1.42 a piece, that's $7.10. I've only spent $1.60. Yes, it's not a lot of money, but I've made money. That's the key. That's the aim of the game, is to make profit, to sell shit. Okay. On the high end though, these have sold for up to like $4.85 a piece. So we're talking like 25 bucks potentially, so nearly $5 a piece. 25 bucks. Spend $1.60. Definitely worthwhile investment there. So all up, I spent like a total of 165 NTD or $5.30. Potential resale value, and there are no guarantees that you'll get this much. Sometimes you will get lucky and you'll get more, but $5.30 on the low end for all those products and similar sold comps, you're looking at $52. You spent $5 to make $52, right? So minus your cost of goods, minus your 10% eBay fees, minus your, it's all up about 20%, right? So you're looking at maybe $10 plus your cost of goods, so 15. So you're going to make 35 bucks. 35 bucks. However, on the high ends, you're looking at nearly 190 bucks for a $5 investment. If you're working an average job, and it's probably taken me maybe half an hour to go through that shop today, then by the time I clean it all up and list it and take the photos and stuff like that, so it's only sort of like 5-6 items, maybe looking at another hour and a half, 2 hours there, maybe, depending on how grubby it is. Some of them are actually a bit grubby, but you know, so we're talking like 2-3 hours max to actually go and buy it, to go through the shop and buy the shit and dig through the boxes, and come home, clean it up, take the photos, list it. Like, so, you know, 2-3 hours. Like, who out there, average Joe, you know, kicking and grinding, trying to get ahead, is making 180 bucks? So if you know, you look at it this way, that's like 90 bucks an hour. If you split it 3 ways, by 3 hours, that's 60 bucks an hour. That's 60 bucks US. If you're in Australia, that's nearly $100 an hour. Who's making that sort of money? Like, guys, you're looking to make extra cash, this is how you do it. Start at home, then go out and start hitting thrift shops. Apart from that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you find it a little bit informative. Just some general ideas about what sort of things I'm looking for while I thrift here in Asia. You know, obviously, as this stuff sells through, I'll let you guys know. I do have an auction finishing tonight on my Hello Kitty and Dear Daniel glasses, which I picked up a couple thrifts ago. And that particular buyer's actually reached out to me. She's interested in a bunch of the other, you know, my other Hello Kitty merchandise that I've got listed. So we'll see if we can work some sort of a deal with her and do like a big bulk sale there. Fingers crossed. But apart from that, guys, hustle hard, keep pushing forward. Thanks heaps for watching. Catch you all in the next video.